Hi! So today I'm going to be doing a little Valentine's tutorial using the NYX Underneath It All, the Butt Naked. I did a review on this palette. I'll link the video down below. And I really love all the pretty eyeshadows. And it also comes with 4 blushes and 3 highlights. I wish the blushes had more color payoff, but for 27 bucks Canadian, I had a lot of fun with this palette. So I already did my foundation, my concealer, I set it with powder, and I did my eyebrows in the effort to save time when I did this video. But if you want to see how I do my foundation, then you can watch my previous video, which I'll link down below. So if you want to see how I did this look, stay tuned and keep watching. So I've already done my foundation, my concealer, set with powder, and did my eyebrows in the effort to save time. And I set it with the Lise Watier Magnifix setting spray. It's great. It really helps settle the powder so you're less powdery. And I'm using my Anastasia kit and a Real Techniques contour brush with the middle color Fawn, I believe it's called, to start doing some contour. I'm hollowing out my cheekbones, I bring it up into my forehead, and I do it along my jawline. I do some kind of contouring no matter what because I just love how it makes me look more chiseled and I feel more confident after I do it. So either I do it harsh like this or softer. I always tend to do it. I just love the look. My favorite part is actually the jawline. And down the neck, of course, because you don't want to look like a floating head. I do a bit down the bridge of my nose, not a super major one, but just enough to chisel it out. I'm going to take the banana shade and just highlight a little bit underneath my eyes. This is a matte shade. I don't do this on an everyday basis, just mostly for special occasions. I'm taking my Benefit Stay Don't Stray eye primer. I love this stuff. I've mentioned before that with hooded eyes, it really helps stop your liner from going into the crease and keeps your shadows staying put all day, and also brings out a little bit their intensity. So even if you have cheap shadows, they're great. I'm going to set that with the peachy color from that palette. And now for the fun part, the eyeshadows and all their beautiful blushes and their highlights. So I'm going to start with the peachy shade with a nice all fluffy brush and start working that on the tops of my cheekbones and into the apples of my cheeks. There's not a lot of color payoff with the blushes, so you'll see me dabbing into them a little bit over and over again. But I still really like the colors. Now for highlight, I'm going to take this beautiful champagne color. It's really intense, so it's great for date nights or any special occasion. It's a bit more on the glittery side, so I don't use it on a day-to-day basis. But wow, look at that payoff. It's so beautiful. I love putting on my Cupid's bow. I mean, wow, look at that. It really brings out your lips. It's so pretty. And a little bit just everywhere else where I want to glow a little bit. I use a lot of powders to help control the oil, so it's fun to bring back some of that dewiness with highlight. Eyeshadow time! I'm taking this medium toned pinky brown and a deluxe crease brush by Real Techniques, and I'll be working that into my crease. This is a great base starting off transition color, and you don't have to worry about being too precise since it's light. You're just smoking it out, you're chiseling out your eyes. A little bit underneath, it helps open up my eyes. Taking the base shadow brush with a warmer, darker brown, working that on the outer edge and into the crease. This is a great brush to use, I've mentioned before, because it blends really well as it's depositing the color. And now I'm going to take this sparkly dark warm brown, and it's not hugely glittery, but it's just very, very pretty. And I'm putting it close to my lash line. Made a little bit of an error, so I'll fix it up, but it's no problem. It's supposed to be soft and smoky. It's no big deal. I don't have a eyeliner brush just yet, so I'm using the little sponge applicators that come with it. Pencil brush, I should say. That blending brush I'm using there I got from an Ipsy bag, and it's fantastic. Now this gold glittery color, I'm going to put it all over my lid. I love using my finger. You get more color payoff and it doesn't have as much fallout. And this lighter shade just in the very centers, and then I'll be adding it to my tear duct. I love this color for the tear duct. Wow, it's coffee in a shadow. Like, I look so awake and bright and pretty. It's fantastic. It looks a little bit harsh now, but with the eyeliners and mascara, it'll all balance itself out. This is a matte shade now I'm taking just for my brow bone. I don't want to be too shiny. And back to my crease brush without dipping it, just to be able to soften everything up. Now my Annabelle smudge liner. I'm working that into my waterline and really into my lashes. I find it's made a big difference in making my lashes look really full. And a little bit on the top too. Whoop, a little shaky there, sorry. So again, not worried about being precise. I'm smudging it out anyways. It's just for that smoldery effect. Just cleaning up a little bit. And I'm going to do my waterline in the bottom too for a little extra je ne sais quoi. And my Maybelline liquid liner. Now I'm trying to do a little bit of a wing. I made it a little bit too straight, but it's a mistake that I actually ended up liking at the end because it looked a little bit more Egyptian, a little bit more cat eye. I have one eye that droops lower than the other, so it makes it a little tricky to get it even. So just warming up my eyelash curler, giving a few squeezes. And with my Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara, I will be loading up my lashes. I've learned from my last video that it's better to look down and not up. People don't need to see my nose, so it's a work in progress. I'm still learning. But mascara, I do pretty quickly because I've been putting mascara on my eyes since I was 16 years old. It's a must. Another coat. And I got it all over my hands. Now lining my lips. This is the L'Oreal lip liner in the color Mauve. It's my usual go-to. It's a bit warmer than a nude. It's got a bit of pink to it, so I find it matches my lips really well. And of course the Apple Strudel NYX Butter Gloss. Dab, 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 set it in. I'm taking that gold shadow because I want a little bit more shimmer in the bottom. And I think I'm pretty much done. I'm finding myself looking a little bit pale, so I'm just going to add a little bit more of the contour color, I should say, just to warm up my skin some more. And I'm taking the peach blush again, but the one with the shimmer just to add a bit more color to my cheeks. And more mascara on the ends because mascara. There. And that is the finished look. So I love doing a more smoldery, smoky, sexy eye for, you know, any date night because, you know, it's date night. You're gonna get all romantic and kissy and whatnot. So my lips look a little bit dark, but they won't smear too much. And if the color starts wearing off, it's not a big deal. The emphasis was on the eyes. There's no right or wrong really for a Valentine's look. It's just something a little bit more amped up and smoldery and maybe a little bit more shimmery for that youthful, dewy, in love kind of glow. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. And if you have any suggestions of videos you'd like to see, then leave your comments down below. So thanks again. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.